Since the dawn of time, humans have looked at the stars and saw one thing: the next frontier. We are explorers by nature. We crossed oceans, we mapped continents, we conquered the skies. So naturally, we thought the universe was just waiting for us. In 1969, we walked on the moon. I want to believe. We thought we would have massive rotating cities in orbit by the year 2000. Pan Am was literally taking reservations for flights to the moon. We felt like gods. We were ready to become an interstellar species. So, why is our greatest space achievement today a billionaire sending his car into the void? Why did the golden age of space exploration just stop? We stopped because we hit a wall. Actually, 3 walls. First, physics. Gravity is a tyrant. To escape Earth, you need heavy fuel, which means you need more fuel to lift the fuel. We don't explore space, we just throw expensive metal at the sky and hope it sticks. But the second wall is worse: our biology. We are creatures of Earth. We were born under a protective magnetic shield. Out there, space actively tries to kill us. Without gravity, our bones dissolve and our muscles waste away. Without the magnetic field, cosmic radiation tears through our DNA like microscopic bullets. We dreamed of colonizing Mars, but the human body simply wasn't built for the void. We are fragile. And the third wall? Money.
We need money!
We didn't go to the moon to build a home. We went to win a political race against the Soviets. Once the flag was planted and the race was won, the budget disappeared. Space is an economic black hole. So we compromised. We built the International Space Station and stayed in low Earth orbit, just hanging out in our own backyard. But even our backyard is becoming a trap. You might think space is too big to pollute, but on orbital highways, objects move at 17,000 miles per hour. At that speed, a lost screw hits with the force of a hand grenade. If one satellite explodes, it creates a cloud of shrapnel that destroys others, creating a chain reaction. It's called the Kessler Syndrome. We are slowly weaving an impenetrable cage of trash around our own planet. But look at the aesthetic we left behind. We don't dream of sleek, sterile touchscreens in space anymore. We miss the heavy, industrial cassette futurism of the 70s and 80s. Giant glowing green CRT monitors, physical, clunky switches, heavy, noisy life support systems. Think of the gritty, tactile tech from movies like Alien, the kind of machines that look like they require a wrench and sweat to operate. Why do we love this retro space vibe? Because it felt real. It felt like human labor. It reminded us that space is hostile, cold, and requires absolute focus to survive. We lost that raw, analog connection to the stars when everything became a smooth piece of glass. So the grand expansion was canceled. I mean, sure, we still fly to space. The ambition hasn't completely vanished. But think about it. 50 years after Apollo, our big return to the moon is the Artemis II mission. And its primary goal? To test the ship. Are you serious? Is this what our grand space missions look like now? A glorified test drive around the block? But maybe that is exactly what we needed to realize. We were so obsessed with finding a new world that we forgot we are already on a spaceship. Earth is a generational ship flying through the void with a perfect, self-sustaining life support system. And instead of maintaining it, we are tearing up the floorboards to fuel the engines. If we can't figure out how to live comfortably on our own perfectly designed planet, how are we going to survive on a dead rock like Mars? Okay, I'm overreacting. Well, you get the point. In the next episode, synthetic life and food, how we changed what we eat. And that is just my subjective opinion. The universe is incredibly hostile, and we are just figuring out how to survive. Survive? Irony, huh? Truth is born in subjective opinions. Do not be afraid of yours. And to remind you of what's really important on Earth, here is my cat. Thanks for watching, Earthlings. This was Chronicles of Transition, Episode 4. I'm Dima. Take care.